Real video, real video, real video, not my iPhone. So yes, I do have a real camera, and I do occasionally remember to use it. So instead of using my iPhone, I'm using this, and like a real video, I have props, and I have diagrams, and all sorts of stuff. Mysterious closet beep! I don't know what that is, but all of my computer setup for my apartment is in my closet, which is just on the other side of this wall. And every 20 minutes to a half hour, there is a mysterious beep. And I don't have the patience to sit in a car for 5 minutes as a passenger and not play on my iPhone, so I certainly don't have the patience to sit in front of my closet and try to figure out what's making that noise. But I think we're in the clear now, because we should have about 20 minutes until the next closet beep. So if there's another closet beep, you know that I took a lot of takes to do something. So anyways, today I wanted to talk about what was my surgery. What is a gastric sleeve? So, the technical name for a gastric sleeve is a sleeve gastrectomy, and it is one of several different kinds of weight loss surgery or bariatric surgery. So, to kind of explain that, I have a handy dandy stomach diagram. This is what a healthy stomach should look like. Not multicolored preferably, but for the purposes of illustration. So this blue part up here is your esophagus, the pinky red part is your stomach, and the green part is the beginning of your small intestine. Right here is your pylorus, where your pyloric sphincter is, sphincter is one of my all-time favorite words, not gonna lie. So this is where your pyloric sphincter is, which is what controls the food moving into your small intestines. So there's three main types of bariatric surgery. There's more than three, but there's three main types. The first kind that most people know about is the gastric bypass or stomach stapling. That's the most common name for it. And the most common form of gastric bypass, there are several different kinds, but the most common form is called the Roux-en-Y. And what that basically does is it takes your esophagus and essentially attaches it to your small intestine. So your stomach is still in play, but these two bits kind of come together. I can't really illustrate that with my paper diagram. So these two bits are essentially connected. That restricts obviously your food intake, but it also has some issues with malabsorption. You don't get vitamins and nutrients the way that you would if you were digesting them in your actual stomach. In fact, when my friend who had a Roux-en-Y was having some problems with throwing up, I expressed concern for her teeth because, throwing up causes, your teeth to rot away if you throw up a lot. And she said, oh no, it's not a problem. I don't have any stomach acid anymore. So it just wasn't involved in the whole issue. So the second kind of surgery is a lap band, where lap band is technically the name of the device. There's a different name for the surgery itself, but gastric banding is the actual name. So they take a ring device, and they put it around the top of your stomach. And the rest of your stomach is still there, but they basically create a new sphincter. Yay, got to use that word again. Basically create a new sphincter near the top. So you've got this small little pouch where food goes in, and you get the full feeling, much quicker obviously. And then the food filters into the rest of your stomach, is digested normally, and goes into your small intestine. Now the kind of surgery I had, the gastric sleeve, works like this. Your doctor comes in, looks at your stomach and says, you don't really need 85% of that. And I really hope you use something other than my crappy scissors to do this. But essentially, this part of your stomach goes away, and you are left with this. What is essentially a sleeve. So it goes into here, so food goes in like it normally would, hits the pyloric sphincter, and then filters through into the small intestine. So all of your juices and everything that help you digest are still in the mix, but your capacity to consume food is considerably less. Now, one thing I didn't mention about the lap band is that the lap band has a port that connects to the outside of your stomach, and you have to go in for regular maintenance on it to get it either have saline injected into it or saline removed from it to adjust how your stomach is taking in food. And that was one of the reasons I decided not to go with the lap band, was because of the maintenance and keeping up with it and everything like that. That sounded like something that I would not be good at. I know myself well enough to know that I would not be good at going in for the regular maintenance that's required. So with this, you know, it's a much bigger surgery, but there's no real maintenance for it. So I have a series of staples along where the part of my stomach was removed. It's the most staple intensive of the surgeries, I guess. I have many, many, many titanium staples all along here. So in functionality, what that does is it gives me a 4-ounce stomach capacity. So what does 4 ounces look like? This is a cup measuring cup. I'm going to turn around so it's on the cup side. And I have filled it up to a half cup. So this is a cup, this is a half cup. Half cup is 4 ounces. And it's bobbing around. But this gives you an idea. This is the volume of my stomach right now. Liquids do behave differently because when you're dealing with sphincters, liquids filter through very differently than solids do. But to give you an idea of what 4 ounces looks like. To give you another example, this is my lunch container. This is a 4-ounce Tupperware cup. I'm going to put it next to my head. I have a big head, but yeah, still this is, I guess I can do the makeup artist thing and show you in front of my hand. So this is the size of the cup, and this is what I take for lunch typically. And it is done volumetrically, not by weight. So you're doing 4 ounces by volume, which means a measuring cup or something like that, rather than weighing out the 112 grams that it would be for 4 ounces. A single ounce is 28 grams, so I think my math is right that it would be 112. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so you wouldn't weigh out 112 grams of something. You could in a pinch, but it's better to do volumetrically because it's not about how the weight of what you're putting into your stomach or the mass of what you're putting into your stomach. It's about the volume of what you're putting into your stomach. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more of what the surgery is, how it works, and what the end result is. Obviously it's a lot more complicated than that. I've never been to medical school, but that is how I understand my surgery as well as the other options that were available to me. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.